Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, Red Stripe employee shot by co-worker. A disagreement between two workers of Red Stripe has resulted in one being shot and injured. The injured man, a 24-year-old forklift operator with the company, was wounded by his 57-year-old co-worker, a licensed firearm holder who drives for the alcohol beverage manufacturer. The police said both men are employed to Red Stripe and the Celebration Brands Limited. Reports reaching the news indicated that around 11:10 p.m., the driver was dropping off workers at their homes and simultaneously picking up others to take to the workplace. The forklift driver, the police said, was to come off the bus in Portmore St. Catherine, but fell asleep. He eventually woke up when the driver reached the Spanish Town. Upon realizing the driver was not turning back, an argument developed along the Mandela Highway. On reaching the 6 Mile Bridge, the police reported that a black object was used to hit the driver in his chest. The driver pulled his licensed firearm and discharged 2 rounds in the direction of his co-worker. The black object was again used to hit the driver in his mouth. The driver contacted the police, who instructed him to take the injured man to hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition. He reportedly had gunshot wounds to his head, both hands and upper body. The police said the Toyota Coaster bus in which the incident occurred was processed at the hospital and the 2 spent casings retrieved. The firearm used in the incident was also seized and taken to the Hunts Bay police station for safekeeping. The bus is owned by the driver. The police are conducting further investigations into the matter to determine their next move. JDF soldier accidentally shoots a girlfriend during argument. A 40-year-old Jamaica Defense Force soldier is being probed after the reported accidental shooting of his girlfriend at Crescent Road in Kingston 10 on Monday evening. The 25-year-old injured woman has since been hospitalized. The soldier is a corporal in the JDF. Information reaching the news is that around 6:30 p.m., the soldier and his girlfriend were at the location when an argument developed between them. The argument escalated, the police said, and the woman threw stones and bottles at her boyfriend. The soldier reportedly pulled his licensed firearm out of fear for his life. Further reports indicated that the lawman slipped during the incident and accidentally discharged a round from the weapon, hitting his girlfriend in the leg. The now injured woman was taken to hospital where she is being treated for a gunshot injury to her right leg. The police said they are conducting further investigations. St. James, a man charged with possession of identity information. A St. James man was arrested and charged with possession of identity information after he was found with the names, contact numbers, banking information, and addresses of persons living overseas, which he was unable to properly account for. He is 18-year-old Lion Burrell, a welder of Mount Salem District, St. James. Reports are that on February 14, a police team was carrying out targeted operations at 3:52 p.m. in the Leeds area of Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, when they received the information that an occupant of a nearby premises was involved in lottery scamming activities. The location was reportedly visited and the accused was seen and found to be in possession of the information. He was arrested and subsequently charged. Commuters stranded as a JUTC employees withdraw services. Commuters were left stranded on Tuesday after several employees at the Jamaica Urban Transit Company withdrew their services. Drivers at the Rockford, Portmore, and the Spanish Town depots, represented by the University and Allied Workers Union, did not turn up at work, leaving the terminals in Halfway Tree and the downtown Kingston practically empty of buses and full of deserted travelers. The JUTC advised that the strike action was prompted by an incident on Friday where a driver was allegedly assaulted. It is alleged that the scuffle involved 2 employees of the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees Bargaining Group, a wife and husband. The incident is currently being investigated. While we acknowledge the concerns raised, we believe the industrial action is unnecessary as the matter is being handled with a due process, the JUTC said, indicating that the employees had since been taken from frontline duties without any loss of benefit. The drivers are reportedly calling for the firing of the two UK's employees, which the JUTC says is not possible until the investigation is complete. The demand for immediate termination of employees without a full investigation is not a course of action the company can take, it said, adding that the withdrawal of service will result in disruptions on several routes. The JUTC is implementing contingency measures to minimize the impact on commuters, and further updates will be provided as the situation develops. St. Elizabeth Police detained 30 people in weekend operation. The St. Elizabeth Police detained 30 people on the weekend during a joint security forces operation to restore law and order. Some were questioned and released. Superintendent Coleridge Minto, commanding officer for the parish, said among the detainees is a man who was found in possession of several lead sheets with the personal information of individuals living overseas. He will be questioned and is expected to be charged, according to the superintendent. Several motorcycles were seized during the operation, the fourth to have been conducted in the parish since the start of the year. PNP Women's Movement criticizes JLP for readmitting George Wright. The People's National Party is accusing the Jamaica Labour Party of hypocrisy, suggesting that Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Central George Wright's readmission to the party is a declaration that politics matters more than justice and morality. The People's National Party's Women's Movement claims Mr. Wright never left the party and that his resignation was just to weather the storm. In 2021, Mr. Wright resigned from the ruling party after a video of a man physically assaulting a woman was widely circulated. The police later revealed that Mr. Wright and Tanisha Singh, who both made reports of assault against each other, supposedly arising from that incident, had indicated that they no longer wished to press the charges. He had since been serving as an independent MP. Speaking at a press conference Tuesday morning, representatives of the PNP Women's Movement contended that the readmission of Mr. Wright into the JLP is a violation of women's trust.
It is a betrayal of every woman who has suffered in silence, to every survivor who was told that their pain doesn't matter, and to every little girl who is watching and learning what our country, what our government is willing to tolerate in the name of politics. The JLP didn't truly dismiss George Wright. They distanced themselves just long enough to weather the storm, only to now welcome him back as though he has been washed whiter than snow.
It is outrageous that we should choose to normalize violence against women in Jamaica in whatever shape or form by accepting that this should be swept under the carpet. We are not here saying that there is no possibility for redemption. In April 2021, when this video came out and the country was outraged, women were outraged, men were outraged. Dr. Chan, in asking or in agreeing with George Wright that he should step down, said that they are asking him to step down and to step away from the government caucus because of the unresolved allegations circulated in the public domain.
Illegal dumping triggers relocation of garbage facility at Papine Market. The garbage facility at the Papine Market will be relocated to curb the ongoing issue of illegal dumping, says the counsel for the Papine Division, Dorrington Ferguson. For sure, coming shortly, we will be relocating the garbage area to also put it where it can be properly managed and less access to the public to put their garbage there, he said during a visit to the market on Friday. However, vendors at the market claim that the problem extends beyond just those selling inside, with others also contributing to the garbage buildup. It's affecting us very bad. A vendor who has been in the area for decades told the news. She added, "People come from everywhere, come throw down things. Sometimes you'll see it cleaned by Wednesday, and Wednesday evening it's dirty again." She further claimed that cars and trucks with loads of refuse regularly use the area as a dumping ground, a practice that is impacting sales as the smell wards off potential customers. Confirming the account, Councillor Ferguson said, "Definitely, I can tell you, I have seen it where people just pass by, empty their waste out of their vehicles, and that cannot continue." He said the design and the location for the new facility have already been sorted. Coming in shortly, as early as maybe the next 2 weeks, you will see the construction of a new garbage area to make sure that what is there now, we have better control over the collection of garbage, he promised. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.